Lock and load.
Yeah.
So, since the topic, the idea that I'd come up with was
Our
the,
journey to Smash.
kind of like, yeah, the story. How do you storyboard that and all? Do you think you remember? Okay. Do you think you remember what really kicked it off and started it?
Like me playing Smash in general.
I guess like the group on our like, it's crazy. It's funny how you say that. Actually, I kind of forgot about
The
that.
monitor tournament.
See, that's crazy how everybody, like, a lot of people in our age bracket started. I guess they just played as a kid or something. They'd play. Everybody played Melee because I mean it was Melee, and then everyone played Brawl because it was Brawl. It was the next installment and everything. Everyone plays Smash, and it was
I'd
like
say the monitor tournament was the first time we ever took a tournament seriously. That was the first tournament I've, even though it was like, you know, not an official tournament.
something for
It was.
money. They gave out like no, they didn't they give out gift cards or something. They gave out like, store credit.
I got like a 3 month free three
Oh
month free
yeah,
games. It was lit.
yeah.
I
That
got
is pretty
game.
powerful.
Yeah,
That's pretty
because that's
sick.
the reason I entered. Because they said that was gonna be the first prize, and they said the second prize was like a $10 gift card to the monitor, and the
Oh,
third
that would be
one.
my prize then. Unfortunately, that would be my prize. Stupid Mr. Game and Watch.
The
That
boy,
broken.
he was eating everybody at tournament. He was eating everybody that tournament.
See, because the thing that really, really started it for me was that Smash documentary that came out. Uh, you remember that?
I remember. I never actually watched it.
You
I know
didn't
the
actually.
documentary.
Wow,
Though.
maybe we should watch it sometime then. That would be cool.
I
See,
should
because
give it a watch.
that's what really got me into the scene. Because I thought, oh, this is cool. It's actually a thing that people play tournaments in this. They play this game in tournaments for money and take it kind of seriously. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool. I kind of want to check it out. Of course, I mean we're little high school kids. We don't really. We didn't really. I maybe we didn't take it that seriously because remember we'd play in tournaments at the Hive or we'd play in tournaments at the Hive. That's what I meant. You remember that place too, right?
Oh yeah, the hive was lit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Just modern day arcade. It has a lot of TVs and video games people can go and play and hang out at. And they had that tournament. They had a couple of tournaments there at the last. I think the last year of high school. I
I
think it was the
remember I
last year
went
of
to
high
one.
school.
I remember we went to the PM one.
Yes, yes. I think that's also what really kicked it off is how much all of us really liked PM. That may have been the real Kickstarter. How we really liked PM and everything. And I think that's really what kickstarted it. It was just like
It was a more competitive brawl.
we finally found the game that we really liked. Because I think the thing is that for at least for all of us, I think we were all maybe like 80% into Melee as a whole at the most was like 80%, and then there was something that we just thought there's something just missing. Am I accurate on that for your mindset at
Yeah,
least? About
I would
maybe
say so.
like as a competitive game, as even just like as a video game, man, I love me some Melee. Just doing that adventure mode with the side-scrolling platforming stuff.
Heck yeah,
That stuff was fun. I loved that. But
I did too.
as a competitive game, it's just yeah, like 80%. I'm 80% into it. Then Brawl, we were much less than 80% into it. But then we found PM, which is the Brawl roster and Brawl graphics with Melee type physics and character builds. Hmm, I like
Heck
that right
yeah,
there. So we started playing a
heck
lot
yeah.
of PM at the end of high school. I mean, that's what we played all the time at Landon's place after Scott Pilgrim.
I
Ooh.
remember the first time I found out about PM because it was me, Jamarcus, and Gabe were playing Brawl Minus a lot when Jamarcus used to come over our house. And one day he found the game in beta, and it was just like, yo. This is fun.
Yeah, you started
But
playing it and you were hooked immediately.
yeah, it was still sort of at that point. It was still sort of kind of like Brawl because they still had the multiple air dodges and stuff. But
Disgusting.
they were taking characters in and out of the game, and you could see they were really doing something. But this was when we were in middle school, and we had
Really?
forgotten about it. Yeah,
That
this is when
far
I was
back. Holy cow.
because that's when Jamarcus first started coming over our house, and he started coming over when we were in middle school. And they only had like a roster, like, because they had taken pretty much everybody of Brawl out, and they only had a roster of like 6 characters. It was like Mario, Ganondorf, Kirby, Link, and Fox, I
Yep, I
believe.
think it is probably Fox, the most notable melee character.
And then I don't know, we forgot about it. And then I remember we picked it back up when we found it again, and I was like, "Yo, this game is actually they done finished it, and this gotten saucy." Then they had my boy Squirtle as his own character, and that was just where it was at.
Fresh Charizard, solo Charizard.
Jamarcus used to love playing with cheap old Ivysaur with the
Multi-hit
razor
Razor
leaf
Leaf. Oh man,
destroyer
that
shield.
thing tore us up. We couldn't do that.
Destroyer shield with destroyer shield on board.
See, that's what I remember thinking.
You couldn't
Was
do anything about that.
That was the one that really kicked it off. Is we finally found a game that we were just 100% all in on because we all really liked it, right? So we would play in some tournaments.
I would agree.
I mean, frankly, shoddily put together tournaments with the Hive and all. And I think
if we lived in a bigger city, we would have probably went to much better tournaments.
I actually
like
think
the closest tournaments to us were like in Birmingham or Huntsville. Those are like the big tournaments, and we had to drive 3-4 hours just to go there.
See, because I'm thinking in high school, if I remember mostly, it was pretty much just we played Smash, we played PM against each other, and there was near the end, right? There were
we did play a lot of PM against each other every weekend. That's like we went to the house. We didn't play any other game but that PM.
Yeah, I liked me some PM. It seemed like we really only played against each other, and then occasionally there'd be a tournament once every month or two or something like that. And we'd go to the tournament, we'd play, and it would be a lot of fun. And then,
I remember that. That's where it was at.
And then it came something like, what happened next? I guess it was more like then college happened, because we found PM at the end of high school, right? So then college happened, and we kind of all split up and went to our own little gigs for tournaments.
No, that's not true. That's not true. We found PM when I was a junior when we started playing PM.
Was it that far back?
Yeah, because remember we had stopped it for Smash 4.
No,
we
no,
were
no,
still
no,
in
wait,
high
wait,
school.
wait. Smash 4 didn't come out till the first year of college.
No, Smash 4 came out when we were in high school.
No, it came out in 2014.
Yeah, we graduated in 2014.
It came out in the fall of 2014.
There's no way.
Yeah, it did.
Because me and Jamarcus I swear we were playing we were playing the demo.
The demo
we
is what it was. See, initial release date, i.e. the 3DS version, September 13th, 2014.
You're right.
So,
you're right.
Yeah, I do remember playing that demo, because I remember that trailer came out, I think, in like August. No. When did that trailer come out? I have it on my as much blasphemy as it is, I have that trailer on my liked video playlist on YouTube.
I have it on mine too. It's a pipe trailer.
Yeah, that trailer was really good. We watched it last time, I remember, and it was powerful. It was powerful.
Heck yeah, that trailer's awesome. That's an awesome trailer right there.
The trailer came out in June of 2013, so that came out before high school, before the last year of high school. And
okay, that makes sense.
So now that I look at it, it's like... So that means the last year of high school we spent... Because... I remember, because the demo... we're not talking about that 3DS demo with 4 characters. The demo for the Wii U console version came out that summer of 2014 before the game actually came out. And I wanted to play it so bad. I just wanted to say, like, dude, how good is Fox? Is Fox any good? Is DK any good? Is the Fresh Linguini going to be in the demo? And Yeah, that was a lot of. But I never got to play it. But whatever, I guess that's fine.
You never got to play the demo for the 3DS?
No, no, no. The 3DS. I still have that demo on my 3DS. Actually, I don't know if it still works, but I still have that 3DS demo with the 5 characters or whatever it was.
I probably, if I still had, if those dudes who broke in my crib that one day didn't steal my 3DS, I'd probably still have it too.
But see, that's where I'm thinking. It's like what is it? The timelines intersect or whatever. Because then Smash 4 came out. Because I was playing PM. I was going pretty hard on PM. Smash 4 came out. Because I'd probably played hardcore in tournaments for, I guess, August till Smash 4 came out. And then the timeline split. Because then you guys really liked Smash 4. And I was pretty much the toxic friend who said, "Yeah, this game sucks. Why does anyone want to play this game? This game's not even good. Why would you want to play this instead of PM?" I was being the toxic friend that just hated that game.
True.
And that's where like the timeline splits because you guys really liked it, and I was not afraid to tell people what I thought of that game. um, I actually still. It's crazy because I still have pretty fond memories of the game, but maybe that's because I didn't play it in tournament. Because I remember just loading and playing online with Jamarcus and maybe somebody else. Maybe it was you and Rodney.
We used to do Fox and Falco online in that game.
See, I remember one time I played with Jamarcus online because I was staying like the weekend I think at my cousin's house. And they let me load up my Wii U on Wi-Fi, and me and Jamarcus played. I mean, I only know how to play one character. I only know how to play as Fox. So Jamarcus is coming at me with 7 or 8 different characters that I know nothing about. I'll pick Fox. I'll pick the same character that I've been playing since 1999, since the first game. Jamarcus is playing all these crazy characters I know nothing about. Yeah, I'll play. He doesn't have to be concerned about me switching characters on.
Well, yeah, Jamarcus had hella mains in that game.
Man, I just
Jamarcus had like 8 or 9 mains in that game.
I hate that. I actually thought about this. I just hate how things got in the way of Jamarcus playing Smash because he loved. Well, maybe it's not that things got in the way. Maybe it's more like he prioritized other things and he was okay with that. Because Jamarcus loved playing. You know, I mean, he did the same thing in PM. He had 8 or 9 different characters that he was good with. And he liked that.
That's true.
Lucas, Ness, Ivysaur.
You know what's crazy about Jamarcus playing Lucas?
What?
I remember the reason he picked up Lucas because me and Jamarcus were playing one-on-one one time, I think in my house. And we switched mains because I used to play Lucas a lot. And he used to play with Ness. And I had beat him with Ness, and he lost with Lucas. And then he was like, you know what? I got to get godlike with Lucas now to play you out. And I was like, bro, it's not that serious. And then every time we used to play, he only picked Lucas to make me upset.
Yeah, and then you realize you said it's not that serious, and then you realized who you were talking to.
For real, I realized a little too late that it was that serious with Jamarcus. It was that serious.
See, because that's when I think I look back at that and just think about how much people really like the game. The fact that they'll want to learn how to play 6 or 7 different characters. Maybe not go into a tournament with 6 or 7 different characters, but just even if you're playing with your friends, play with 6 or 7 different characters. Just because you like the game that much, you like the game that much that you want to learn how to play that many different characters. Even if it's not in tournament, if it's just playing friendlies or whatever.
I had like 3 or 4 characters.
I remember
Squirtle, Mario, Lucas.
Who did I play? I played like Wolf, Fox, DK, Ike. I guess I played a little bit of Luigi.
I used to play Marth till Landon took him out of the game. And swapped them out
for Sephiroth, the one-winged angel. So I mean that just makes me think when there was just so much that it seemed like there was
which was fun.
It's like our timeline goes from something like just playing whatever Melee Brawl 64, and then we stuck to PM for a little while, and then the timelines kind of just break off again when Smash 4 came, because I went with PM and did my own thing, and then you guys went with Smash 4 and did your own thing. Like, we split the timeline here, I guess.
Another reason I stopped playing PM so much is because I believe I was at Marion at the time.
And nobody played.
Yeah, everybody up there only played Smash 4. You know, the crazy thing about me playing Smash 4 at Marion, though, I was so much better than everybody there because of my experience with Smash.
Yeah, because you actually play the game. I figured they played the game just because.
Yeah, bro, they used to get me in the room and be like, all right, who gonna beat Pelt today? And I'd be like, guys, stop.
Ain't nobody gonna beat me.
That's exactly how I used to be. I was like, guys, you don't play this game like me and my boys play this game. And like, they really didn't. I used to watch people with everybody in that game. They'd make me pick random, and I'd watch somebody with Rosalina. Never even picked up the character.
Oh, disgusting. I forgot that character was in the game.
It's just my fundamentals were that good against everybody else.
Fundamentals are that good. That's all it is. My fundamental. That's so funny to think about. Landon even said that when he would play with some other friends, they'd play Smash, and he would also watch them. And it's not because Landon is good. It's just because they were so much worse. Because I'm not trying to defame Landon because he would definitely agree with me if he were here.
Yeah, he would. He would tell you. He was the worst. It was you, Jamarcus, me, and Landon. That's usually how it went when we played those games.
That's another crazy thing is we didn't get to have me and Jamarcus didn't really get to have like our Pokemon rival battle anymore because we started playing different games. We used to go at it and brawl. And,
that's true.
We used to go at it.
We used to watch. We and Landon used to stay watching you guys fight each other.
Yeah, man. We used to go at it like crazy in those games. And we started playing different. He played Smash 4 and I played PM. And I mean, it's just. There's no point. I mean, there's no point in doing it because I don't play his game. He doesn't play my game. So there's no point.
True.
The timeline split.
Yeah,
it was still, we had some fun. There's that one time we played the one 4-on-4 tournament at UA.
Oh yeah, that was boss.
That was one of the
me,
best.
You, Jamarcus, and Rodney. That's who it was. Rodney. We ran through everybody.
Oh, we didn't drop a game.
No, I remember, bro. You were fighting. I was just shooting at Jamarcus, giving him energy back.
That was so funny because I'm playing. So Rodney was the weak link, the noticeable weak link, because he was always the first one to die.
True.
And I mean, I'm just out. This is how you know that I was just here to play the game, man. I was playing Ike, and Ike is not like if it isn't ultimate. I mean, even if it is ultimate, Ike is not a big deal.
No, he was only really good in PM.
Yeah, in PM he was decent. Like, he's probably a mid-tier character, which is the craziest
I remember
thing.
when you bodied that fox with that Ike.
We'll get to that. Just hang on. But we played the Smash 4 because I remember. I guess it was mostly you guys. I think Rodney pretty much only. I think I'm the only one who actually switched around on characters. I remember one game I played as Ryu because I guess he had just recently come out, and I think everything else I basically played as Ike. Like maybe I played as Fox once, but I think I was just there to hang out. I wasn't gonna try it. I mean, if you guys had asked me, hey, I think these guys might be kind of tough. Could you play Fox? Crap, yes. All you had to do was ask. Let's do it. But man, that quads was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I just thought it was funny how you guys are actually playing, and I'm just there to have fun or whatever because I'm playing Ike, and Ike ain't it. That ain't the move. But I just remember, I was just seeing that. I will never forget that scene in my mind. Rodney was out, so it was me, Ike, with you and Jamarcus, Ness, Lucas, against those two other guys. And so you guys just ran to the other side of the stage and started PK firing each other to heal. And I'm just over there like a bouncer, keeping them away from you. I'm just a bouncer. Hey, they can't do that. Say, hey, I don't see anything in the rule book. By the way, how about you just back up a little bit? I thought that was...
Oh, man. Well, that was disgusting, but it was so fun.
It was so funny just looking at those guys trying to get past you. You just like see these two children characters behind me. Then you got this big burly muscly dude with a two-handed sword saying, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stay back. I'm gonna need you to stay back a little bit while they do their thing. I just
He
thought that
keeping
was
us
so.
alive.
I can still
Oh,
just see that in my mind anytime I think about it.
that's crazy. Before that tournament, we had me and Jamarcus entered that doubles tournament. And boy, I told him we should have made. I told him we should have made a money tournament because me and Jamarcus were gonna win it, but Jamarcus didn't have any money,
Oh,
and I
dang.
think because he didn't have any money, everybody decided to do it for free.
You guys would
And
have made some money that night.
that's true. We went through
Made
me
some
and him
money.
went through everybody. We didn't drop a single set. We didn't drop a
Won
single
it all the
set.
way through winners. Man, would have made some money that night.
It sucks that me and Jamarcus never actually entered an official doubles tournament.
See, that's what I'm saying here. Is the thing is that I'm not just saying the timelines split because I played PM and you guys played Smash 4. It's because we never, ever really got to go to tournaments together. And even if we did, I actually, okay, so let's just say you and me. I think there have been, what, maybe like 3 tournaments that you and me have been to. And I
Yeah,
think there had,
we didn't get to go to a whole lot together.
like, okay, let's count this down. In the Smash 4, see, that's the crazy thing. In the Smash 4 and PM era, I think there were only maybe 3 tournaments that you and me went to. And there were even less tournaments that Jamarcus went to that either you or me were at. So it was basically the high school dream team for doubles has basically never happened for any of the 3 of us. Because you and
For
me have
real?
only played in that Melee tournament.
Our melee
Where
double tournament. We did all right
no,
too, man. We
look,
did all
okay.
right.
We'll get to that too. Just hang on, I need to get some note cards and write these down so I don't forget. Because this stuff's all pretty good, pretty funny and all. Let's see, melee doubles. I mean, that's just crazy. I love me some doubles. Like when you
Me
think
too.
about that, like there are so few times just the high school dream team has ever happened for any of us. Didn't you and Jamarcus play in? You did play in a paid doubles tournament once, right?
Oh yeah, it was the one.
It was
Not
at
at the
Birmingham,
UA.
right?
Yeah,
That
we got pretty far in that actually.
yeah,
We did
yeah.
get pretty far in
For
that.
guys who don't practice together, especially, because that's
We got the like. What did we get? Because they were like at least they were like 20 teams, and we had won like 4 sets before we lost and got sent to losers. Then the people we lost to got sent to losers, and they beat us again.
oh dang that night that rough bracket life.
Oh
That
me,
bracket
bro.
life.
Oh me.
That's
We didn't know what to do because like we went Ness and Lucas that whole time.
That's
We were
awesome.
beating everybody, and then I think we lost to like a DK and a Luigi. Cause Luigi was was crazy at that game. At that time, that's when his down B was still off top, like he was insane, and DK was just like actually overpowered. So like they would just hit us so hard that we couldn't get what we usually could do. Cause we used to like Jamarcus would grab him, throw him into me, and I just jump and do my neutral air, and it would rack up damage.
The
But
hexagons.
they would. Yeah, they would do so much damage that like we couldn't get anything
No,
going.
like, they had those. Luigi and DK had those cheesy early kills, like not have to work that hard for them. Like the ding dong that kills you like 40 on Town and City, and Luigi just did the most.
Yeah, because that was early Smash Life before the patches and stuff. So,
See,
and then I think we switched to we didn't know what other team to play, so I went to Pit and he went to Kirby, and that just didn't work at all.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible team.
Yeah, we
That
had
sounds
no
terrible.
synergy with that team.
You'd be
We
better.
had no
You'd be better.
synergy with that
You'd be
team.
better off unplugging your controllers than playing with a team like that.
Bro, we had no synergy with that team.
See, because I'm looking back. I'm thinking, really, the only time we ever, because it seemed like just the Smash 4 really, really went off. The Smash 4 scene, for you guys especially, just lasted about, what, maybe a year and a half?
I I'd say it lasted a good 2 years for me
Two
because like
years, yeah.
when I went to Troy, there was a big Smash Four
Right,
scene,
because there,
but there
yeah,
was
because you
like,
rode up to that Birmingham tournament that me and you were just at. We didn't really plan on it. We just kind of
yeah, I didn't
said,
know you were gonna be there,
yeah,
but the
that's so
guys,
crazy. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Like, I think maybe I had said something to you about it. That's so crazy. Imagine if I didn't say anything to you and you just walk in and you see me there.
it would have been hype. It would have been hype. We'd have got hype this Smash. Because I remember the Smash Four people were like, "Yo, Jordan, you should ride with us to go down." And I was like, "A free ride? And you guys are paying to enter my tournament? That's a bet."
Yeah, dude,
I
I'd go.
had no reason not to go.
I would still go to tournaments. Just even if I didn't want to, I would still go to
Yeah, man.
tournaments. If
But
someone just
like,
said, "I'll pay your entry fee and you don't have to pay me gas," yeah, sure, I'll
I
go.
remember at Troy every Thursday we had like there were like a good 40 people in that Smash group. So
Oh
like
yeah,
every
that's the good
Thursday
stuff.
they would throw a big $1 tournament and like the winner pretty much came out with like $50. So it was always I would always go and enter that with the guys at that time. The only reason I stopped is because the dudes I was friends with were seniors and they all graduated before I realized they were graduating. And then I tried to go by myself and I didn't know anybody. And I was just like, I can't remake all these friends.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's kind of still kind of uncomfortable. Just going to a tournament and not know anybody at all.
Because I went one time by myself and I was just there and I didn't really click with the people who were there because like it was just awkward. It was awkward.
Yeah, I
They
know
knew
what
who
you
I
mean.
was and I knew who they were, but it was awkward because like I used to hang out with those guys after like when we didn't play Smash and stuff. So
Hmm.
it was just awkward being there. So that's why I stopped. But yeah, man, that shit was. I had a lot of fun with Smash Four. I can't lie, especially at Troy when I was going to those dollar tournaments. Even though I would lose, I one time I got second place. One time I got
You made it
second
up
place
there.
with my with my dark pit, but I lost to this guy named Brett who was playing who was he playing? He was playing with Mewtwo, and I didn't know what to
Disgusting.
do against that character. I was like, nobody plays this man. And then Bayonetta dropped, and it just got terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody picked up Bayonetta. I
Yeah,
was like the
things
only
have
guy without
changed.
a pocket Bayo at that tournament. I had a Lucas and a Pit. Everybody had their main and a pocket Bayo, and I started getting washed because
That's.
Pit could not stand up to Bayonetta at all.
I don't think he was the only character. Eesh. See,
For real.
because what I was thinking was something like you look at that timeline of Smash 4 for about 2 years, a year and a half, something like that, and how you had a good. I think just a lot of that depends on population or just player base and all. And because the PM scene just steadily declined in here in town. Well, really in
It's a
Alabama total, because it didn't really. It
it's
wasn't really the same. It wasn't really quite as much fun playing the same two or three people every week at the weekly meetups. Maybe the same two, maybe three people, and then it just steadily declined. And our PM brackets went down to maybe like 13 people, and I'd already chosen to take a break at that point, and then I just never went back. Uh,
after GR Smash really stopped streaming PM and stuff, it low key killed it for everybody.
yeah, like
I hate to say it, but
VG Boot Camp and everything when they couldn't stream it and they chose not to stream it and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
still
just
scummy for what Nintendo told them to stop streaming so they could make an esport, and they never did.
yeah never did. They didn't make it a good one, that's for sure. But we'll get to that too. That's still also on the agenda. And I mean, because it kind of sucked for me, not to be a total like sob story, but it kind of sucked because like, my game's starting to go downhill, and I wasn't. I think somebody told me that maybe I would have liked Smash 4 if I'd really given it a chance. That maybe I would have liked it, maybe, but I never really gave it a chance, so I'll never know.
Rude. Shit.
Because I kind of thought, well, maybe I never really gave it enough of a chance because I was thinking, man, this kind of sucks. Because I did kind of miss after a while. I did miss like going to tournaments and playing Smash and stuff. Um,
True.
I did miss it and all, and I tried every once in a while to get back into it, but it just didn't happen. I think part of that is just because I knew the PM community is just steadily declining, so it's almost like there's basically no point in going back because there's no one to play with. So that means if there's no one to play with, there's no tournaments. And so it was basically I just hung up the cape on Smash.
There was like at Troy, there was like absolutely nobody that played PM. Because I remember talking about it, and people were like, "Yeah, we don't play that game."
Yeah,
and I was like, "There's nothing wrong." It's really like they had a grudge against it.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
understand
when you said that, it's like, oh man, you made it sound like there's a cult against it. Yeah, we don't play that here. We don't play that.
That's really how it was though. Because I remember I was talking to Brick one time, and we were talking about all types of Smash games, and I was like, "Yo, me and my boys used to play PM a lot," and he was like, "I don't play that fan made game," and I was like, "Bro," and I was like,
calm
"Bro,
down. Easy."
And then we went to our little local scene, and I brought up the other people, and they were just like, "We don't play that game. It's bad." And I was like, "It's not bad. It's a fun game. Don't do that." It was
like a horror movie in the making. Everyone knows it.
Heck yeah. Especially the melee dudes, because we had like a good 15 melee. Out of 40 Smash players, about 15 of them were melee dudes, and they would roast that game. And they used to roast Smash 4 all the time. They would roast the mess out of PM for like no reason, and I'd be like, guys, it's low-key a better melee.
Look, if we're gonna be real here, it's a better melee. It's a melee with more than 6 characters.
Exactly, that's what I used to say, and they used to be like, it's a fan-made game. Might as well play Smash.
That fan-made game is better than this not fan-made game?
Yeah, I tried to play melee with those melee dudes, and I was just like, man, it's crazy. I had beat one guy in a set with my Falco, and dude threw his controller. I think I told you guys about that. Like he threw his controller down, and I was like, "Yo, come on."
Chill, just easy.
For real, that's why I didn't ever really hang out with the melee dudes. They were just toxic. They wouldn't play any other Smash game, and I would be like, "Yo, guys, these other games are fun too, you know."
These are fun. I mean, that is what I liked about the seems like most of the time the Smash 4-ish people just were a little bit more like friendly and open. But yeah, Meleeers can't say the same thing. Can't say the same for them.
They are toxic, low-key toxic.
They are on the down low toxic. See, now and then there was like that dark, I say dark period, but it was a whole lot of fun. There was like that dark period for a year and a half, 2 years, where we just played Smash 64. Me, you, Jamarcus didn't talk about us going to tournaments. We just played Smash 64. You, me, Jamarcus, Gabriel, we all played just Smash.
Especially 64. Online. We were at college and we're playing it online together.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was actually one of my favorite, I guess, eras, or whatever. That
was actually lit. That was lit as man.
Maybe I'll make like a timeline graphic or something sometime about our the group's Smash timeline.
Alright.
But I actually remember it was us just playing Smash 64. Either we'd play it on Virtual Console whenever we were all together, or we would play it online, and we just did that for a while. I mean, a year or two probably. And because we just I didn't like Smash 4. I think you guys were beginning to not like Smash 4 that much. Jamarcus wasn't really all that on Melee. I think the truth of it is that me and you play it. Whenever we play it, we just play it just because it's, at this point, more or less it's tradition, I think.
I mean, I always have fun with it.
Yeah, it is pretty fun when we just play it the way we play it. But Jamarcus didn't really like it, and I still think that we're probably like 80% into it.
Yeah, Jamarcus I don't think he ever really liked Melee. Even when we were younger.
I think it was more like, the way he put it, I think it was more like just he didn't find his character in that game. Because, I mean, he really liked PM, and PM's a little different, but...
That's true. The characters Jamarcus would play were just unplayable.
Yeah.
He likes to play. He likes to play the cute little characters like Ness, Pichu. And you're losing with those characters.
Yeah, you ain't winning with them characters in that game.
Even in casuals, like Like melee top tiers are so top that
They're just so
the
much
lower
better.
characters can't do much.
Just the difference is just so staggering that it doesn't even matter. I mean, it was that's what it seemed like. Is Jamarcus didn't really like melee. We were 80% into melee. None of us really liked brawl. Uh, you guys were souring a little bit on Smash 4. I didn't like it from the start. And for some reason, we just never picked up PM again. I don't know why that was. Maybe it soured
Yeah,
for us.
when we put it down, we really didn't pick it back up.
So we just said, well, we only have one option left, and that's Smash 64. And we loved every second of it.
That's true, man. Smash 64 is where it's at. I never
Everybody
had
was
a bad
broken in
time
that
playing
game.
that game.
Everybody was
Never.
broken in that game, except for Pikachu and Kirby, who are way past broken.
So even them though, that you had fun kicking their butts. Even they had their weaknesses. Like, oh man, yeah. Playing Smash 64 was probably the dopest time.
See, that's what I think is the craziest thing looking at this. Is that the oddball era of us playing Smash 64, the first game, probably the least polished game in the series. We had we didn't play that one in tournaments. Had zero aspirations to play that one in tournaments. And that was probably the one that we had the most fun with.
That's probably why we had the most fun with it, because like we didn't want to go to tournaments in that game. We just wanted to do our doubles by ourselves, our free for alls, and have a blast playing.
Just want to be Team Robotic Bananas.
True. my girl Samus. That's the only game I can play Samus in, which is crazy.
She's probably the second worst character in the game.
I don't like her in any other games, but in Smash 64, I'll play Samus all day.
That up B doesn't miss.
No, I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing it out. You put me in shield, I'm mashing up B, bro. No cap. And then it's connected. Oh man, I remember Gamer and Jamarcus used to get mad at me just throwing up B's out, and I'd be like, bro, I'm not doing anything else.
Hey, don't touch my shield. Don't touch my shield.
You get close, you put me in shield pressure, I'm mashing up B. Let you let up. You getting hit by it.
So that's what I just think is such a. I think maybe that is why it was, or maybe it was just. See now look at it in this. This is now that we've come to, I guess, sort of a crossroads of the timeline. I look at it. I watched this video a while back, and I've heard of this concept before, but I think I try to ignore it. Is the truth of it. There was something about how the concept of the video was basically games from 8 or 9 years ago were not better than games now. It is simply that your lifestyle, your free time, your this, your that, you get the picture, were better, and so the game was better. So now that we're sort of at the crossroads here, we look back. Was it that Smash 64 just came along at the right time, or did we just like it that much? I am actually thinking we just liked it that. No. Okay, I think it's like 70-30. We liked it that much. So I really like that Smash 64.
I would say we liked it that much because even when we got back together, we would always put in Smash 64.
I loved me some Smash 64 there.
Like when we were playing on the Wii, when we all had our GameCube controllers at the house, we'd hop on Smash 64 because we still had the options of the other games, but we wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, we just jump straight into Smash 64.
I really like Smash 64. I like the graphics, the sound effects are low-key amazing.
Those N64 graphics. Oh yeah, I think it was the best. I think that was the best. I think that was the best sound design.
That crowd would over-exaggerate everything.
Oh, that crowd loved us in that game.
That crowd was amazing. That's like the best crowd there is.
Oh yeah,
I think they took out the crowd in Smash 4 too.
I think they were. I remember them being in that game. Even I remember that. I think they just made them a little bit more quiet. Which, what are you doing? Why are you making the crowd quiet? That's part of the game.
Exactly. That was no bueno.
See,
that was no bueno.
What I liked. That's just what I think is so crazy. That oddball random era, I guess. where we just randomly picked up Smash 64. We'd pretty much gone all the way around the globe on the games. We played a lot of Melee in high school. We played a lot of Brawl in high school. Played a lot of PM at the end of high school and in college. And then I guess we played a decent amount of Smash 60 or Smash 4 in college. And then we just stopped. It's like we stopped playing Smash altogether. We just stopped playing it because we couldn't figure out a game to like. And then
True, I think that's when we like picked up Yu-Gi-Oh, playing Yu-Gi-Oh online and
oh yeah,
stuff.
that Yu-Gi-Oh was a lot of fun too.
Yu-Gi-Oh was a lot of fun.
And see, so I think just Jamarcus came around one day and said, let's play Smash 4. I mean Smash 64. Let's just play Smash 64. And I mean no one had any objections, because if someone said let's play Melee, there'd be an objection from one or two people. If we said let's play Brawl, there'd be an objection from everybody. They said, then they knew not to suggest. I was so toxic about it that everyone knew not to suggest let's play Smash 4. Everybody knew that.
True.
So we just said, let's play Smash 64. Okay, yeah, let's try it out. Why not? What do we have to lose? And then we played that game so much, had so much fun playing Smash 64. That's just what I think is so crazy. We wanted to play tournaments in Melee before we found out about PM. We played in Brawl tournaments. We played in PM tournaments. We played in Smash 4 tournaments. Then Smash 64 came around, and we just did not care about tournaments anymore. I don't know if it was because of our age or whatever, but we just didn't care about. We just wanted to play the game. Let's just play Smash 64. I don't even care about tournaments. Just like finally, we had reached the point where we didn't care about tournaments. We just wanted to play Smash 64.
True.
Like that's all that matters.
One of the biggest things that made me stop playing. Well, I already sort of said it, but like I don't know, the people at tournaments can make or break the tournament.
I agree.
And the people I was having fun with in the Smash 4 tournaments just were no longer there, and everybody else there was either freshmen who were just now playing the game and were trash, or they were the sort of the toxic dudes and the weird guys who just
the weebs.
I took it seriously, but they always took it too seriously. If that makes sense.
Way too seriously. They took it way
like, like those are guys. They lose the set. They don't want to give you the fist bump and stuff. And I always thought, like, but breaking those guys, I'd be like, yeah, Breck would lose. If he lost, he'd be like, good game, man. Bam, we handshake, laugh about it. And then other things. You get the other guys to lose, and they'd be like, I'm gonna throw my controller.
Yeah, new controller.
For real, they're breaking their stuff, they're stomping and shit, and I'd be like, yo, come on now. Like, I get that we put $1 in for this $50 tournament, but like, I get that you missed out on your $50, but like, chill out, dude.
See, you saying that too makes me think about how much just your tournament crew makes such a big difference. Because I can tell you, if I don't get it on my first, I will get it on my second. But I'm telling you right now, I will get it on my first. I can tell you what your favorite tournament was.
What's my favorite tournament?
That one that me, you, and Jamarcus went to in Huntsville.
Yeah, most definitely.
That was the one. See, that's like just how much your tournament crew can make a difference.
We had a blast with that one, man. Watching each other play, hyping each other up. It was a blast.
See, I think that was where temporarily, I mean, I'm just gonna have to, like, whenever, I guess if I edit this, I'm gonna have to draw like a timeline graphic or something for this. It's like temporarily the timelines merged together, because you guys were there to play Smash 4, and I was there to play PM, and we just worked together on that. That was just, I still say that was one of the best days of my life ever. I mean.
Yeah, that's definitely top 5 for me. I can't even lie.
That one was just so much fun. We drove up there to Huntsville. It was just you and me and Jamarcus in the car driving up to Huntsville. That was the first tournament, really. If we're not counting those subpar tournaments at the Hive and the Monitor, that was the first tournament that the three of us had ever really, the first real tournament that we'd ever gone to, I think.
Yeah, because they had like 70 people there. They had a big turnout.
See, now I'm trying to timeline the best tournament ever, because we get there and PM and Melee are first, because
and that was the same tournament. Me and Jamarcus got the commentator on your matches and stuff.
See,
I think that was lit.
That was a
That
lot
was
of fun
lit.
that day, just playing in tournaments. Cause
That
we
was
were,
lit being
cause
commentators.
PM was first. Cause I think they want to just get PM out of the way. Hey, maybe the Meleeers want to play PM too, and they did. And so we played PM. So you guys are kind of just hanging out. I mean, you guys spent most of your day just hanging out, just walking around, because Smash 4 wasn't till that afternoon, that evening. I mean, we probably
Dude,
got there at 1, maybe.
me and Marcus had a blast watching everybody else play, though. I can't even lie.
See, because
Like
that's
we were
I
just
think.
watching.
Go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
We were just watching randos play PM, and like PM was still a super exciting, energetic game, and we were just sitting behind people watching them play and stuff. And we were having our own little commentating thing. And that dude was like, "Hey, you guys want to commentate in the booth? You're Jake's friends, right?" And we was like, "Heck yeah, man, let us do it."
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I just think that
that
things
was
like
powerful.
that can. That's just crazy how much of a community there is from things like that because something like they just see that you're hanging around with me, so okay, that must mean they're his friends. Hey, would you like to commentate because he's about to play and he's your friend? Would you like to commentate his? Yeah, let's do it. How much your crew can? It's just like the timeline came together, and for this very brief moment, we had the perfect timeline because I'm playing in I don't know upper bracket, right? While
Yeah,
you guys are just running around, just doing whatever, killing time till we either go get something to eat or or um or you're just waiting for Smash 4 to start. And then the timeline, we got the perfect timeline where I'm playing an upper bracket. Hey, do you guys want to come commentate? I know you guys are friends with him. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
cause I was boss, man. Then we got to watch you play, and we were doing that good commentary.
Yeah,
Boy,
we can watch that here in a little bit if you want to
I
watch
was.
it.
You gotta send me that video. I
And
gotta see what I sound like. I think I was like 19 or 20 at that
yeah, I
time.
think we were about 20ish at this time. I think we were about 20. Um,
Oh man, that was a little perfect moon
yeah,
landing right
that's what
there.
I'm saying. That yeah, the perfect timeline for just a little bit, and then it was something like I got third place. I got third.
That was hey,
Should have got second,
we
but I'm bad.
we were
So
hoping you were gonna beat that Ivysaur.
I did beat the Ivysaur.
Who'd you lose
I
to?
lost to Sheik, to Eric's Kirby, and then Andy's Sheik.
Oh,
I got Kirby
true.
sided. I definitely got Kirby sided. I know that happened. I'm not gonna go back and find out, but I know that happened more than once.
Yeah, that was crazy how many Kirby used to do that in the game. Shoot used to keep doing that to people.
I mean, that was the best tournament, just because.
Yeah, that tournament can't be beat. That memory can't be beat.
No, see, that was just that was so much that happened that day. We get there. I mean, the timeline of that goes. I mean, we get there. We're kind of just hanging out for a little while. Then I start to make it to upper bracket, and they ask, "Hey, you're friends with him. Do you want to commentate his match?" Cool. Yeah, let's do it. And then, I mean, let's be real here. I kind of blew it and got third place. I kind of blew it there. And then we're kind of just hanging out, waiting. Now we're waiting for Smash 4 to start. Now it's my turn to wait around and commentate for you guys. And then that's just so crazy because we had maybe 20ish people in there for Smash 4, and we were all figuring, well,
I remember
this is gonna be
the
a quick
last
one.
match was Jamarcus versus that Luigi player,
Oh,
and
that's
everybody was around. We all were around, crowded to watch that. We thought Jamarcus was gonna win, and then that Luigi did that stupid tornado
And that
thing,
Luigi
and I
did
was
that stupid Luigi stuff.
true. I lost my first game that day, and then I won like every other game after that. That put me in a yo, I can't go out first type of mood. For real, for real. I really got to see it because I lost. Who did I lose to? Because I was playing Lucas, and I lost to shoot, who did I lose to? Oh, I lost to a Roy because Roy had just dropped.
Said
Roy
no
and
one knew
Lucas had
anything.
just dropped, and I was like, I have no idea how to fight this carry, and I lost to him, and then I was like, you know what? I gotta get way serious. I'm not about to like lose my next match
Yo,
because I had to do
you
a
go
match
0
right
2.
after my match.
We can't
I
go
was
0
like,
2.
Then I had to play this dude who was playing Captain Falcon, and he had the toughest. I never seen a man run away with Captain Falcon so much. Like,
Oh
bro kept
man.
running from me. Bro kept running from me, but I got him with the grab, and I did the Fit could do down throw and the up smash, and that. Yo, I stayed killing people with that in that tournament. That up smash was powerful. Before they nerfed it, Pit's up smash was OD in the original Smash 4. That's how I killed that Sheik when the thing was transforming at like
Yeah.
30%.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that too. We get there. We get there. See,
Oh man, that tournament was amazing.
because I'm thinking now that see, I forgot about that about how you actually lost in the first round. I forgot about that. So that just changes things. 'Cause now you're thinking, dang, dude, my boy just showed up, got third place, and now I'm
For
about to
real.
go 0-2.
Yeah, because Jamarcus had did two. He had won his first two before I got to play my first one. 'Cause
Oh
he.
no.
I remember he had. I remember because I watched all his matches. He had started
Because he
out
played Pikachu in
with
the first one, right?
nah. He played Ness and then he lost the game and he switched to Pikachu,
Oh, okay.
and he beat the Koopa kid. And then he had to fight. I think he fought a Kirby or a Jigglypuff or somebody, and he just said, "I'm gonna keep a Pikachu," and he won again. And then I lost, and I was like, "Yo, I cannot go out."
You can't go out like this.
And the next match, bro, I was so locked in. I didn't say a word. I don't think I was thinking during that match against that Falcon. I was just going in. And then I had to play a guy who was playing Mario, and I just destroyed him. Like, straight up destroyed that dude. Straight up, I did not let him play those two games.
I
I think
mean,
I won like 4 matches before we had to leave.
see, because I remember, uh, 30, what, maybe 30 minutes before the tournament started, just a bunch of people came in. I mean, had to have been 30, 40 people came in. So we just went
Yeah, I remember that.
from a
That
20
was
something a 20 something person bracket to a 70 something person bracket, and we were not ready to host a 70 something person bracket.
yeah, I remember that because they didn't have a whole lot of setups or nothing.
I mean, we had maybe a dozen setups, probably not even. I'm just trying to remember like the picture of
I think
of
that's
that
when all
bank
the
in my
Smash
mind.
4 people came and entered Smash 4, and some of them had brought had brought their things too.
I mean, that's what I remember. Is I think I can't remember. I'm just trying to have that picture in my mind of that bank. I think maybe we had about a dozen setups total, which is not bad unless you're a 70 person bracket, a 70 man bracket, in which case that's very bad, as opposed to not bad. And um, I'm thinking, say, okay, well, this is gonna be crazy. And I remember, I think I was kind of just trying to help I was just trying to help run the tournament because I mean I'm not doing anything else for the rest of the night. I'm not doing anything for the rest of the night, and so I'll just try and help. So I think I was trying to help run the tournament. I saw them like on the phone with somebody, the people running the tournament, and they said, yeah, well, they expected us to be out at 9 o'clock, and it's not. It's past 9 o'clock. So we relocated to the dude's house. He had an old house that
Yeah,
just had a lot of space in it, and everyone picked up, relocated. Here's the address. We're gonna relocate to my house. I mean, we had some setups in the garage and in some of the different rooms.
there were setups all over that
I mean,
house.
that was just something that was so. I hate to use the word because it's so overused. Just so unique, so
It was.
unforgettable. That's what
I
happened. I mean, that's just how much people love the game. I mean, I remember. I think we probably went to a drive-through or something on our way there because it's 9 o'clock or something. We were probably
we went to
starving.
Burger King.
Yeah, that's what it was. I knew we stopped. Yeah. Now I remember that. See, because I think me and some others, we all went there, and some others were behind us or something, and we got there, and I think I just sat down in the living room or something when I first got there because you guys probably had to go immediately to play because either we had people drop out or you guys had already made it pretty far in the bracket.
Yeah,
And I
like
just sat in the living room because you guys immediately had to. It was go time for you. You had to play, and
yeah.
so
I
I'm
got
just
there and then I had to play another Roy before I had to play the Sheik player.
disgusting. Oh yeah, we'll
I
get
know,
to
but
shit.
at that point I knew how to beat Roy, and I grabbed him to death.
you grab that, man. That's how you won in that game in Smash 4. You just grab them. You hit the Z button. You hit the purple shoulder
Bro.
button.
I would grab, down throw, up smash, and if you got too high up, I would hit you with that forward throw. And boy, oh boy, Pit used to send them far with that move. Grabs were so OP in Smash 4.
And I always, that was just such an unforgettable. I mean, I'm just kind of hanging out there in the living room. They knew, hey, you're that guy who won third place in P. Yeah, that's right. That was me. You know, now I'm just kind of. So why are you still here? Well, I got two friends from high school that they're actually playing in the Smash 4 bracket right now. They've gone pretty far, and so I'm just here for the boys, and I'm their ride. So there's also that. I mean, it's just kind of cool.
Bro.
Some people I've never met before. Dang man, this sounds like this could be like a motivational speaker material or like a church lesson. I mean, some people I've just never met before, and we're all kind of having this shared experience of being at this very unforgettable and distinct tournament, and we all kind of just. I mean, I think everybody pretty much took that as 30-minute. Heard the same thing. 30-minute break. If you need to go get something to eat, go get something to eat. Here's the address. If you're not here in 30 minutes and you've got a match, you got 5 minutes, 10 minutes after being called for that match, and you're DQ'd. But you know, I'm sure most people just heard mostly, hey, 30-minute break, pretty much, when they said we got to relocate. And that was just, and, I mean, you guys were tearing through that losers bracket.
Yeah, we were going through it.
See, because I remember that Sheik that you played was on the come up. I actually remember seeing him at some of the early Smash 4 tournaments, and he was just getting dumpstered. And then he was starting to be on the come up, because I mean, you can't be that far in the bracket and not be on the come up at that point.
Yeah, because I was like, what, 15th?
I don't even remember. Dude, you guys had to have been in the top 12 at that. You had to have been up there somewhere. Like,
I think you're right.
Like 15th place. Probably 15th place was the worst. And you had to have been, and that just crushed me a little bit when it was either your parents or Jamarcus' dad that called, said, "Hey, you guys back yet?" And
it was both our folks actually.
That's what I thought. I'm thinking, did they just ask if we're back yet?
Because my mom and dad,
we haven't even considered leaving.
True, because I remember I had told my parents I was gonna be in Huntsville, but I guess they didn't think I was gonna be there all night long.
Yeah, a while.
And they had gave me a call, and they were like, "Are you still in Huntsville?" And I was like, "Yeah." And my dad was just being a jerk. He was like, "You get your ass back home." And then I was like, "Well, I can't." And then I remember hanging up on my dad. No lie, I hung up on him, and I told him, I hung up and turned my phone off because I wanted to stay. And I was gonna use the excuse that my phone died. That was gonna be my whole excuse for showing up late. And then Jamarcus, like 5-10 minutes later, Jamarcus' dad had called and was like, "You gotta get home, Jamarcus."
Oh, dude,
I did not like you being out this late.
Something had to have gone on right there. Yeah, your dad must have known.
Him and Jamarcus' dad know each other, so he probably called him and was like, "Hey, call Jamarcus or something." And then Jamarcus' dad called him and was like, "Yo, you gotta get home." And Jamarcus was like, "Yeah, we gotta go." And that was sad, because I was like, man, I was ready.
Tearing through it. Oh.
I think it's me and Jamarcus was destined to beat. We were gonna have to fight each other.
That's what I was gonna say. Though. Like, what if the timeline is gonna come crashing down here, and you guys have to play each other? You have to do the Mario Party. You have to be a friendship killer.
I'd have probably won.
Man, I even remember. I don't remember his real name, but the tag for the guy who is running the tournament, his tag was the Pope. And I even remember him. I went up to him and told him, "Hey, sorry, you can just like what is it, Wilcox and Boo, Wilcox, you got to cut him because we have to leave." And he's like, "Man, are you sure about that? I mean, you guys have made it pretty far and all." Like, yeah, we're having some. I mean, I guess I don't remember what I said, but you know, the short of it, we're having some issues, so you just got to cut him. Well, man, I hate that, but if you say so. And he was being so nice and so accommodating and everything about it.
Sure, he
And
probably hated that we had to
yeah,
leave. He probably wanted to
I
see
know
it.
he did, because it's not like he and I were best friends or anything, but we got on really well. And you know how it's just like if you're friends with somebody, their friends are almost immediately your friends just because you have the connection. I think that's probably what was going on there. Was just
Yeah.
because he knew me, I knew you guys, so he knew you guys. And he's yeah, I remember he was so nice about it. And he was pretty. I think everybody was upset because they all knew that you guys were my friends, and they wanted to see my friends do well because I got along with them really well. So I mean, that's just what I thought was, dang, dude,
True.
this.
Those people were cool. I remember talking to some of them. They were all. A lot of them actually didn't know me as your Jake's friend.
Yeah, they didn't know your name. They
I,
just knew that you were Jake's friend.
I was either Will Cox or Jake's friend, and I was like, yeah, I was cool about going. I was cool going by both.
I mean,
It
that
was
was just.
man. I wish we got to finish that tournament because I think me and Origin Mark, because of the run we were, how hot we got.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
you
me and
guys
him
were on
would have won
fire.
that. We would have got top 3. One of us would have got top 3.
One of you would have got top 3 at least. I mean, dang, you guys were molten that tournament. I mean, that's just what sucked so bad because now it's basically every tournament after that is just by default not good because that one was so great.
And that tournament was OD.
That's what I
That
think
tournament was
about.
powerful.
That's what I think about now because we're thinking we went from just playing with each other, just playing Smash with each other as friends in high school. Then we eventually have tournaments that we go to, and then we have separate tournaments that we go to. Then temporary unified tournament singular that we go to, and then we just all stopped going to tournaments. We just played Smash 64. Like the Smash games that we played had soured for us, and
Hmm.
so now.
Also, our distance was
Oh
kind of
yeah, that
wild.
that didn't help either. I mean, we had
One,
one of us lived still here in town. One of us was in Troy, 3 hours away. One of us was in Hunt. Well, I guess DeMarcus may have still been in high school actually, but regardless, one of us went to Huntsville. Uh, yeah, we had some serious distance issues. Really, the best thing that could happen is we have a good tournament in Tuscaloosa, or we have a good tournament in Birmingham, which we had once. Because I mean,
we
dang,
did
dude,
have
that's
that.
a long drive for you guys to go to Huntsville. That's a really long drive. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
let's just say
even from Troy to Birmingham, it's still like
yeah, that was
two, 3 hours.
yeah. Let's see, Troy. Let's just say the university.
It's like a 3 hour, 2.5 hour drive.
Say Troy
Because you go through
University,
Montgomery to get there,
Alabama.
and Birmingham is like an extra hour from Montgomery. So it's like a
Uh,
good 2.5 hour
well, they
drive.
were in Homewood technically, but we'll just say Birmingham anyways. We'll just say Birmingham anyways. The distance from Birmingham to Troy University, yeah, that's 2 hours and 13 minutes. So that means that's got to be close to 3.5, probably. Yeah, 3:41, 3 hours 41 minutes to Huntsville. So I mean, yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Going to Huntsville,
Nah.
no, I wouldn't drive that far for a tournament. Unless I think I'm gonna win. Like I'm not gonna lie. If I think I'm gonna win, yeah, I'll drive 3 hours 41 minutes. But
Shoot. If I knew I was gonna win or at least get top 3, I definitely made the drive.
I mean, yeah, that's what. Yeah, 2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours from Tuscaloosa to Troy. So, oops, I just gave away our location. It's not like it's a
They'll
secret
be
to
all
anyone
right.
who listens to this, anyways. See, that's what I just think. What a wild roller coaster. And then we just stopped playing tournaments. And we just played Smash 64. And then eventually we just stopped playing Smash altogether because we didn't really see each other. We didn't really see each
True.
other that much. So as a group and all,
You know what's crazy though? When Ultimate came out, we
We'll
were
get there.
all still sort of.
we'll
True.
get there. I got the timeline. The timeline is yet to see. We just that's another thing that I thought was crazy was how we just stopped playing in tournaments and we played Smash 64. and then we just stopped playing altogether. We just didn't. We talked about things here and there. Maybe eventually, every once or twice a year, you and me would watch a Melee tournament together.
Yeah, I remember we used to do that.
We would have little watch parties or whatever for Melee tournaments. Cause
We did it for Evo when I was at Troy.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it was there's just
No, it wasn't Evo. What was it? The big, because it was like in what tournament? It was like in March.
I don't remember what was in March.
Was it the summit?
Maybe actually it might have been. Yeah, I think you and me one time like screen shared or we were watching side by side. You were on your computer, I was on my computer, and we were watching it and talking on Discord or whatever. That may have been something that happened. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
I think it was the summit.
Yeah,
Evo was in the summit because it was a tournament. Hungrybox had won like his first one. That summer he won his first one, and I was upset because I wanted left him to win, but I think he lost the duck.
LaFawn, he got it Samus.
Yeah, because we watched that at the monitor.
I think it was just so what a strange journey, because then we all just stopped playing Smash altogether. It's not like we stopped playing 64 because we got tired of it, because that's never gonna happen. Let's just be serious here.
64 is always gonna be the GOAT game. There's never nothing's ever gonna come between us and
stopped playing Smash. And then we talked about, it's so weird how it works. It just can't really be, it's almost like it can't be explained. Because then we start playing, we see that trailer or whatever for Ultimate, and we think, hey, this looks pretty good. I like the graphics, I like this, you know, we said we like a lot of it. And then that Christmas, you know, it came out that Christmas and all, in early December 2018.
Yeah.
And I remember, me, Jamarcus, and Gabriel all came down to your place in Troy, into your apartment. And we played.
I remember that.
That was a lot. That's just what was so crazy. After not playing the game at all for probably a year or so. Not playing the game for a while. And then not even hardly talking about Smash, period, for a while. And then we just instinctually said, hey, maybe we should go down to your place for Christmas this year. We go down to your place for Christmas, and we just play Ultimate for just 2 or 3 days straight. That's what we should do. And we did it with no hesitation. No tournaments involved. I'm sure we competed with each other a little bit and all, but no tournaments involved.
I think that was my first time playing Ultimate too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't play it with the at that point I wasn't going to any of the Troy meetups, so I never played it with the Troy guys. And I think that was like my first time playing, because I didn't even own the game.
I was gonna say, yeah, you probably didn't. I don't remember you having a Switch. It was just me and Jamarcus playing.
You're right. I didn't have a Switch.
And
did not have a Switch.
I just thought, what a wild ride that, I guess, not to sound like an old married couple, but the magic, the fire is still there. We just said, yeah, let's play it. We had no hesitations. We had no grievances. We just, yeah, let's play it. It's new. We all seemed to like it pretty good. Let's play it. And we did. We played it for, we came down there for 2 or 3 days, and we played it. And we played Smash Ultimate, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And we liked it. It was a lot of fun. I remember we had a lot of fun. We did this, and we did that, and we did all sorts of stuff playing that game. I just thought, is this, again, the timelines came together, because we're all playing the same game. We're all liking the same game, for the most part. And this just the timelines came together one more time. And it's just so interesting. I mean, it's kind of like that's where the timeline stops, I guess, because now we just don't. I guess we just don't play anymore again. I mean, we don't really get to. I mean, Nintendo Online sucks. And I mean, I remember one time me and Jamarcus, I hosted. You know how they had the battle arenas, right? For the online, where you can host more than one person. Um, Me and Jamarcus,
Mhm.
I hosted a battle arena or whatever one time, and he had Nintendo Online, and so me and him just played doubles. Me and him played doubles against randos, and we hosed those people. We were dunking on them. I think he would play Isabel and I'd play Wolf. That's what our we didn't get to play a lot, but I think that was our go-to team there was just Isabel and Wolf. I think it worked out really well. Uh, I
I
thought
know,
that was
dude. That
awesome.
sounds like it worked out. It sounds like it would be a tough team because Isabel's. I think she's crazy in that game.
I don't think she's a great character, but man, if you don't know how to fight that character, you're gonna get messed up. And then Wolf is just like a top 7 character in the game
Trace
consistently.
Ellis will always be good, unless you're Falco.
One day the Falcos will rise again.
One day the birds will come back.
That's just what I think is so interesting is just the journey through so many different games. Just watching, playing in tournaments, playing for fun, playing against each other, playing against other people, watching, and then now we come to Ultimate where pretty much it's almost like we're just we're very satisfied. We're satisfied. Like we had our tournament time, we had our fun time, and now it's almost like Ultimate is just our retirement. We can just finally we found something that we all like pretty good. We will play it in tournaments if we want to in the in the event that we actually ever get to get the band back together to go to tournaments. And that's what I always that's kind of just what I thought it was like is Ultimate feels like it's our retirement. It's our retirement party because we all liked it good. We all liked it good enough. I mean, that's just what I thought. I mean, I started going to tournaments again. I think Jamarcus said he went to tournaments every once in a while, and that's
I
just
don't even think there are tournaments up here.
yeah. Well, I mean, of course they're
Well,
not.
actually, there's a fighting game there's a fighting game local up here, but I haven't been to it yet. They say you have to have the vaccine to go,
Yeah,
or at least have a COVID test that's not a week old, and I don't
right.
have either one of those.
See, that's just what I always thought is just it seems like Ultimate was just the retirement. It's almost like it was a retirement party for us. I mean, there were just things we liked about it, and we don't feel too. If we said, hey, there's a tournament in town, do you guys wanna go check that out? And I think we would. I mean, in the event that we didn't live on different parts of the country, we'd probably say, yeah, let's go check it out. I mean, it's not like we're gonna look to win everything, but we'd like to.
True. I'd definitely go, man. To be honest, there's an ultimate tournament going on, and I was around, I'd go. Even if it was like just to watch people and play some friendlies, I'd go and do that.
Yeah, even if I mean, if I'd gotten to the point sometimes where if there wasn't doubles, I wouldn't go. Um,
Oh man, if they do have doubles, I'm entering. I'd always enter a doubles tournament.
see, I think
I wish we got to enter more melee double tournaments.
well, the thing about melee doubles is that you really got to practice. You really got to practice those. And let's be real, I was playing Luigi, so you can't have high expectations on that one.
Sure.
I mean, that's just said what a crazy ride from high school to the end of college. What a crazy little ride.
Yeah, we really
Between
had a
all-
4 year. We really had like an 8 year adventure with Smash games.
Yeah, and it's like now I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because at this point we've just kind of moved away, so we don't really get to go to tournaments like that anymore. I mean, I don't know if it's that or if it's just that now we're kind of over just being super competitive about it and just playing with each other. I think now we're more about just backing each other up rather than I'm about to three stock this guy. He's not going to touch me. I'm going to destroy him.
True.
I think we're just more about how can we back the boys rather than how can we beat the boys. That's what I just thought is. I mean, I remember I used to in 2019 and before before the flood of 2020, I would still go to tournaments. I went to tournaments. I mean, somebody said I probably could have made top 8 in Mississippi, if I'd really put some serious effort and work into it. He thinks I could have made it to top 8 in Mississippi. Like, not at a tournament, just top 8 ranking at a tournament, or just top 8 ranking in the state. I think I think that's a little excessive, but I mean I guess I still had the fire. I guess I still had the fire, and that's what I thought was just shoot, dude. Maybe some things don't die. Maybe some things don't die. I mean, whatever. I mean, I have kind of thought for the past year now that Smash is dead, but then I keep remembering there's a world event going on that's going to be in the history books before too much longer.
True. It's not dead. We're not over
No,
it, but
they're
we're
not
low-key
dead.
over it.
It's not dead. We're just dead. It's just us who are dead, not them, not the tournaments. But I mean, that's just what a crazy little 8-ish year journey. What a crazy little 8-ish year journey where we went from here to there to everywhere. And now it's almost like we're back to square one because we just pretty much play the game for fun. I mean, I haven't picked up a controller for Smash in, oh boy, in a while. I'm a little afraid. I'm a little afraid to pick one up at this point.
For real. I don't, man, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm retired. Like my kids have moved out of the house and they have jobs and everything. What do I do now? My fictional kids that I don't have.
We probably wait for the next Smash game.
I mean, I guess I don't think Ultimate's going anywhere anytime soon, but that's what I'm thinking is like, what happens now? I mean, it's not like I've moved on or whatever from Ultimate. It's not anything like that. It's just that I don't play it. I don't have a problem with it, and I don't think I have a lack of drive. It's just that I don't play it, and I mean, now I'm thinking, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that overall, and I don't know why exactly, but that's just what I'm thinking now is I'm okay with not playing it. I mean, I remember I still wanted really badly, when I took my break or whatever from PM in that little limbo period where you guys were living it up in Smash 4. Meanwhile, PM was dying, and I really wanted really bad to play again and all, but I just didn't have the I just didn't we didn't have the crowd, we didn't have the player base or anything for it, so I couldn't. And now it's pretty much the opposite of where we got plenty of player base, but you know what? It's fine. It is
I don't want to
okay.
play the game.
It is okay. You know what? Maybe I'll go play when I want to. I will play when I play when I want to, not when I need to, or like not. I'll play when I want to, not when I play when I want, not when I can. I guess is probably the best way to put it. Which I think that's just what I think is, I'm okay with not playing. And this is what a strange, like, even when I think about it, what a strange state of mind when you take into account that little 8-year catalog of how things went. What a strange way to think about it.
You're right, man. That is you know what? I'd say we had a really good run with the Smash series.
Yeah, it's funny how we say that, even though we pretty much just stated too. It's not like we're quitting. It's just that we play when we want to. We don't play when we can. That's so weird to think about how I call it a retirement party, and we say, we had a good run, but we never said we're quitting or anything. It's just that, hey, we're just more lax about it, more relaxed and chilled, and
True, we're not
We'll
super
play-
serious.
play-
Always.
I mean,
playing it,
when
rolling out
if we
around.
go to a tournament, boy, I'm gonna be shooting people daggers. But when that tournament's over, hey, do you guys want to go you guys want to go to a chicken place and get something to eat? I mean, I used to sometimes I would just like it's crazy. I would just go sit instead of warm up and play friendlies, I would kind of just go sit somewhere and brood like I was Terry McGinnis. I would just go sit down somewhere and brood, pretty much brood rather than actually warm up or play. So I'd be really clunky in the first round and it would kind of look like, dang, dude, this guy's falling off. And then I'd show up and win or get second or something. But now I'm pretty much, man, I was all about them friendlies. When Ultimate came around, I was all about them. I was all about them friendlies when we got there. I was usually all about them friendlies. I would play. I was that guy. Hey, is this thing open for friendlies right now? All right, let's play. You want to play some? Nah, it was different. I was hit. It hit different. I was a different man. I was a changed man. I think that's what I'd be like now. I mean, I probably wouldn't play. I mean, I'd have to. I couldn't hide my complete inner tryhard. I probably wouldn't be playing Fox in friendlies. I probably wouldn't be playing Fox in friendlies before the tournament. But hey, you guys want to play friendlies? I mean, after the tournament, maybe I'll play Fox in friendlies. But hopefully, that's a tournament that I have done well at. Otherwise, if I haven't done well, I'd probably say, all right, I'm going home. I'll see you suckers later.
I'd probably do the same. I don't know if I was playing friendlies, I'd probably play a little Mac.
Yeah, a little bit.
To be honest, man, I wish he was better. I love the little Mac with the added to the game.
I don't think you're alone. It's sad.
He's like by far the worst character in the game simply because
it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Man, I miss. I say I just things are looking up. It's just good being in a better mindset about the game, about how I don't have to be the best. I don't have to be the best. I just have to be good enough, and that's okay with me. That's just kind of what I was thinking. I guess that's kind of my mindset is, hey, I don't have to be the best. I just have to be good enough and have fun doing it, and I'm satisfied with that. And that's why I guess that's probably why I think I'm retired. Or at least I make it sound like I'm pretty much retired, is because I feel like I have hit the mark.
True. And next time we all get together, we gotta play some more Smash now. Now I'm getting nostalgic.
Yeah, getting nostalgic about it. Well, if you want to play online, I'll get a Nintendo Switch. I'll get a Switch online subscription. We can play something online.
I don't have a Switch. I don't have the games to Switch.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
No, these the nephews have a Switch, but they low key stingy with their games. I ain't even gonna lie. They be acting brand new when
we'll
it's
get that Smash 64 net play sometime. We'll have the real throwback.
That's what we need to do. We need to get like Gabe on. I know he'd be down to play if he wasn't working. I know Jamarcus works he'd be working overnight too. Now that he got to pay for that apartment by himself and stuff.
Oh, rough.
That boy living it up though. He told me. I talked to him 2 days ago. He said he is this is his last year.
That's what I'm talking about.
This coming up year, this fall, if he doesn't do summer, he said if he doesn't do summer classes, this will be his last year. And I was like, go Jamarcus, man. I'm glad to see. I'm going to come to his graduation.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Heck yeah. I wonder what he is gonna do after he graduates though. Like where's Jamarcus gonna end up?
That's just crazy to think about. What a long journey this has all been. That's crazy. What a long journey this has been. And
For real, I've been playing Smash like hardcore since at least 16, 15, 16, 14. I was thinking
16, 17-ish. 16, 17. And we didn't stop. We did not stop.
Like a good 5-6 year run with it, man. That's wild.
Yeah, that's just such a crazy thing to think about how we
That's such a big part of our childhood.
Like
Such a
just
big part
yeah,
of my childhood.
of lives. At this point, it's just a big part of the life. Just what a throwback, just to think about. I mean, see, when you think of when you played Smash in the past, what jumps to your mind? If just that phrase, playing Smash.
Shoot, if someone randomly said it to me, it probably would be the tournaments we went to.
Yeah, just like that little limbo period of I played PM, you guys played Smash 4.
Yeah, my mind would literally jump to that specific era. That's when we were like on it heavy. I feel like every like once a week, even at Troy, once a week, I was playing Smash with the squad up there.
Well, you
And
think
like,
too? Do you remember that tournament that we went? You remember how sometimes you guys would randomly come back here and play in tournaments here? Those what do they call them? The tubs, the little free Friday tournaments or whatever.
yeah,
Those, I think those are the real throwback. Those random, if you ask me, those random times you guys would come back here and we'd go to UA and play in those random free Friday tournaments. I think
those
those are
were
the
dope.
real throwback. If you ask me, the big tournament in Huntsville isn't really a throwback. I mean, that's legacy. That's more than a throwback. When I think throwback, I think something fun, small to look back at. Um, I that,
Those
that
were that is the throwback right there.
See, I
'Cause
think
you were
something like the Huntsville tournament, that's legacy. That's more than a throwback. I think a throwback would be those Friday tournaments or that one tournament in Birmingham that you and I just happened to be at. I was telling you, hey, yeah, I'm going to a tournament this Saturday. Oh, is it that tournament in Birmingham? Yeah, how'd you know? Oh, dude, I'm going to that one too. That's a throwback. That one is a throwback.
heck yeah, that was a fun one. That was really fun. Oh man.
Yeah, if you ask me, the
The
throwbacks.
the ones at the UA though, that's the throwbacks for real. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean that like that the
we had the
4v4, something like the 4v4 tournament, that's a throwback. The throwbacks are just the smaller things that are fun. But the legacy stuff, I mean, I don't know. See, I don't know if you would call this one a legacy or if you'd call it a throwback. Was that one Trustville tournament you and Landon came with me to for PM where I beat George. Actually, I doubled him. I beat him both times. He only lost to me.
true. I
Would you
remember
call
that
that?
one.
What do you think you'd call that one a throwback or a legacy?
I mean, that's more of a throwback for me.
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
probably
Yeah, it
legacy for
depends
you.
on which one. Yeah, that one's a little bit of a throw. I think that's closer to the side of a throwback. That
It'd be,
one's.
I would consider it a legacy, but I didn't really enter like compared to the Smash Four tournaments I entered. I didn't really enter a whole lot of PM tournaments.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, it was something like.
I entered maybe like two PM tournaments all together. Actually, yeah, the one at the Hive and that one. Like the first time we met George was the one at the Hive, and then in that one, those are like the only two PM tournaments I ever
That's so
entered.
weird. That is so weird to think about.
Like, considering how much we actually played the game, how much we played.
Yeah,
the game.
we played it all in high school because then Smash 4 came out and you guys really liked it, so you just migrated over there. Because by the time we really started going to tournaments consistently, we were already out of high school. I mean, there was no way our parents. When you think about it, there was no way our parents would have let us go to tournaments and stay out there till like 9 or 10 p.m. or later.
Exactly. My mom in high school, my folks would have dropped a brick in their pants. They did not like us being out as it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought was just so crazy because we didn't even go to tournaments until we were in college. And PM, oh dude, we just played PM so much, and then I'm the only one really who actually went to a lot of tournaments. That is so weird when something like Jamarcus would probably, man, Jamarcus' number might even be lower than yours on PM tournaments attended. That's so
I'm
crazy.
not sure. Outside of the one at the Hive, I'm not sure Jamarcus ever even went to
I think you're right.
another PM tournament. Because after that, he went straight to Smash 4 pretty much came up.
Yeah, that's just so crazy to think of. And we say things like PM tournaments attended, and then PM tournaments attended total 2, maybe 3. Tournaments attended with the boys, maybe 2, maybe 3. So we're still looking at some really, really low numbers here. That is just so wild to think about how low the numbers actually are. As much as we talked about this stuff, as much as we played this stuff, we got some awfully low stats here. Single stats, I mean, I probably went to a couple, I don't know about 100, but I went to a couple dozen in all tournaments, PM tournaments and all. But that's pretty much, and then I guess you guys went to a decent amount of Smash 4 tournaments. But I mean, we're still looking at some awfully low, I guess, group stats. I mean, you think about how basically you and Jamarcus, oh man, me and Jamarcus, I would have said, dude, maybe I should ask him if they're having tournaments up there, and just go up there and ask him if he wants to play doubles. It's just because, me and Jamarcus never teamed. We never teamed at anything.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Is this news to you?
Well, no, I think I've known that subconsciously.
But yeah,
but really
so that you forget. I mean, can you think, just think about that. Me and you have only ever teamed, if we're not counting the quads tournament, me and Jamarcus have never teamed. You and I have only teamed once in a game that we hadn't touched in a long time.
That's crazy.
Dude, we have some very disturbing statistics here. So this is like the moment in Resident Evil history when you realize that Leon and Claire have never met before. No, not Claire, Jill. Leon and Jill Valentine have never met before.
Yep, I know that.
This is basically that moment, that trivia bit where Jamarcus and Jake have actually never teamed before. Jamarcus and Jordan have only ever teamed once, and it was in Melee, not in PM, not in Ultimate. The two games that they both actually liked at the same time, neither of those. It was in Melee, a game that they were at best 80% into. What?
That is crazy.
What a weird.
That is actually insane.
My brain is melting. My brain is melting right now. Now that I have remembered that me and Jamarcus have never teamed, dude, we would tear some people off.
Yeah, y'all are in a crazy team.
We would. I mean, especially if we actually get to practice.
How good you and Jamarcus were in PM, and if they did PM doubles, you and him would have probably won all of those.
I mean, that would have been ugly. I think we'd still be a really good team in Ultimate too. Man, if I'd just I think I would have been a little bit happier if I had just given Smash 4 a real shot. I think things would have gone a lot better. There would have been a lot less timeline splitting and all if I had just given Smash 4 a shot and I'd actually played it. I think things would have gone just so differently and so much better maybe if I had given it a shot, at least just for a little bit. I mean, just because it was free, I was very willing to give that quads tournament a try and all. I mean, if anything else, because it's free. But that's crazy. That's the closest thing we've ever done to teaming is that quad, that free, just for fun quads tournament at 4-on-4. That is the closest me and Jamarcus have ever come to teaming for real. Because whenever we did doubles, in Smash 64 or Ultimate or whatever, it was you and me against him and Gabe. That's always what the
True.
teams were. Like, me and Jamarcus have basically never, in the history of anything, teamed together.
That is actually crazy.
That is so crazy to think about.
That is actually insane considering how much we played that game together.
How much we played Smash together, how much we all liked Smash. And me and Jamarcus have never actually teamed. Never.
And like everything in between. That is actually insane. Man,
that is so weird.
I wish they did more doubles.
Huh? What?
I think, like, I wish there was more. I wish there were more doubles, man. More double tournaments.
I mean, that's
a lot of people in Bama actually didn't really like doubles.
But didn't you say it was the same thing at Troy? People didn't like doubles there?
Yeah,
maybe that
really
was Birmingham. No, man, double. Like I've said, I'll take this to the grave. I'd rather play doubles than singles. I'll take that to the grave.
True. People at Troy, they didn't really like doing doubles. Cause my boy Breck, he liked doing doubles. Cause me and him did doubles one time. That actually at that tournament we met at. Me and him we entered a doubles team and we got like 5th place. But
that's really good for not having teams before.
Me and him used to play together. We used to play Smash 4 all the time together. So like we were actually a pretty good team, but like everybody else just weren't really into doubles. It just wasn't the thing around here.
That is so weird to think about. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we gotta go before I get shipped off to Oregon or wherever they ship me off to. And I'm gonna come back. It's May now. I gotta come back next month because I gotta go see Mom and them. So we should try to see if they're doing. I don't know if they'd be doing a tournament with COVID going on.
Yeah, I think they're still gonna be really anal about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even visited that group anymore. I wonder if that Bama group is still up.
I mean, I can find out. I can probably find out, but that's something I think about too. Is now, I'm thinking like now we might not get to play doubles. That's the worst part. Like
you might be right.
That's just gonna have to be your closing credits trivia. They never played doubles. They never teamed, and that was the last time they ever teamed. Was 5 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yep, that'll be the closing credits on That'll be in the closing credits on the movie.
Man, we had just like after high school, we had just like stayed together, or
I don't know. Like we said, the perfect timeline was stolen from us when we split up.
True. Boy, we graduated high school at the wrong time. And we had all been like the same grade or something. It'd have been different.
That too. That's just something I always have to remember. Is Jamarcus is 2 or 3 years younger than us. That's something I have to remember.
Yeah, he's Gaber's age.
I mean, that's just what a wild, holy cow, what a wild ride. Never teamed in doubles. Either of us, just about. I mean, that is simply out of, I guess, a customary or the courtesy that we say we teamed in doubles. I mean, I played freaking Luigi. I played Luigi in Melee, and then you played that crusty Marth that pretty much only tapped left or right on the C stick.
You're right.
My crusty Luigi that just nared everything. That just stick out that foot. Oh my goodness, that's just the amount of, I guess, trivia that could come out of this. We've never teamed in doubles. We've never won a tournament that we were all at. there have only been 2 or 3 other tournaments total that we've been at together. Oh my goodness gracious. We never entered a Smash 64 tournament as much as we liked it.
They didn't really have Smash 64
Yeah, I
tournaments,
think
did
those
they?
are like, I think Smash 64 tournaments are actually like, super mega underground. I mean, I say it was hard to find PM tournaments on its downhill slide. I can't imagine if you really like Smash 64. I think that maybe that's part of the reason we didn't care about tournaments is because we knew we weren't going to find any.
True. There aren't any around for that.
That's just that is so wild to think. That is so wild to think about. What a crazy. Ooh, man, that's gonna look good in the movie. That's gonna, or yeah, it's gonna look good in the movie. Man, what a crazy whole like just cataloging. Not even that's not even the craziest part is like that's not even going into detail. That's not even going into detail. Things like the monitor tournaments, how and when we played, what games, what tournaments we went to in college, what the tournaments were like, what the scene was like. I think just one of my favorite things about the our so-called legacy tournament was actually how everybody was just immediately nice and friendly to you guys because they knew that you were my friends. I think that's might actually be one of my favorite things about it. Is just because they knew
True.
that you were my friends, they were immediately nice to you. I mean, I'm sure you
True.
should immediately be nice to anybody that you meet if you don't know them, but you get the point.
And they were pretty. Everybody there was pretty cool. I mean, we were cool too, but everybody there was pretty dope. Nobody, nobody was a jerk or any. I don't think anybody there had like jerk in their system
No,
or in their bones.
no. Hang on just a second. I need to shut my window before a bug flies in here because we're not about that. Oh man, that is just. It's gonna look good in the movie. Gonna look good in the movie sometime.